This is a textbook, Mathematics for Electronics, and it was published in 1968. Now the math is still good in here, but they just assume that you're going to use a slide rule. So we're going to do one of the examples in here. We're going to find a gain of an amplifier in dB with a slide rule. So we're going to need to know logarithms. We're going to use the log scale, the L scale on the slide rule. And this mantissa here is the part of the logarithm that follows the decimal. And these indices are the indexes on the slide rule. Now we need to know this characteristic. So for all numbers greater than 1, the characteristic is 1 less than the number of places to the left of the decimal point. So for an example, if we have log 10 of 200, we set the hairline on 2 on the D scale here, or the C scale, same thing. And I'll give you a close-up of it. But we read 0.3 down here. Now the characteristic is going to be 2. That's 1 less than the 3 places in the 200. So our answer is going to be 2.3. So if we take 10 to the power of 2.3 centimeter frame, we get 199.5, so basically 200. Now, for numbers less than 1, the characteristic is negative, and it's plus 1 for every for the number of zeros between the decimal point and the first significant figure. I think I wrote it wrong here. So, in other words, if we have log base 10 of 0.02, we set the hairline on 2, but we have to use the inverse scale. And it's the C1 scale right above the C scale. And you'll see that on the over by the 2 there's a little less than sign there, less than 2. And if we drop down to the L scale down here, you're going to see 0.7, okay? Now, there's 1 0 between the decimal and the first significant figure, so our characteristic is going to be 1. So the answer is going to be minus 1.7, okay? So let's take 0.02, and we take log base 10 of that, and we come up with minus 1.6989, so close. Now, we want to find the gain of an amplifier with an input of 1.3 watts and an output of 310 watts. So, in order to find the gain, we take log base 10 of the output over the input. So, we can do the output over the input on the slide rule. So our output's 210, and our input's going to be 13. So we move the 13 to the 210 place right there, and we come over here to 161. Okay, now if we read on the L scale down here, it's going to be 0.2, not 0.21. It's less than that, so it looks like about 0.207. And we have to add the 2 to it. We have 3 places here, so we need to add 2, the characteristic of 2 to that. So it's going to be 2.207. Now, we need to multiply that by 10, so it's going to be 22.07 decibels. So let's try it over here. We know that the 161 should be good. And we take the log of that. So it's going to be, and we need to multiply that by 10. So it comes out to 22.068. So that's slide rule accuracy. So that's how you use a slide rule. Slide rule might even be faster than this calculator here. But anyway, thank you.